I guess this matters. So I'm live right now on YouTube, but do I have to hit play?
There's the website right there, right? Was that YouTube?
This is the website. So I guess we would. So if you could, we could have this set up. You could pull this page. What's this background? What's that doing?
That's the buffering. You talking about the imageries?
See the green in the.
Do you have a green screen of background on there?
I don't think so. Let's see. That quality is not great though.
They have it where you can like upgrade to like a HD.
Where would I do that? In StreamYard or
And, yeah, well, you stream it from YouTube.
I'm streaming into. Isn't it streaming into
You going from you? Yeah,
from StreamYard to YouTube?
StreamYard would be. But also you can go to YouTube and change the bitrate. See if that's it first. Like.
Go settings.
Go back to the video. Go back to the video. You should be able to tap on it. No,
Oh.
no funny. They should be in the corner. Go to settings. No, that one right there. So we go to settings. Definitely use that. You have to use it. With that, you have to use it with light. But if you going off this cam,
On the
that's you wouldn't be using that cam.
no.
But the people who would be coming on are going to be using that cam. The cam from their laptop system.
Right.
You can set up a J5 and PJ. Convert videos. Just use a regular camera, or you can use one of those USB cameras. You keep that inside.
So I'll be clear because I'll be on your camera, right?
Oh yeah. My camera's clear.
So I guess the question is how will your camera get into StreamYard?
Well, whatever we're shooting on stage is going to be clear. Now, when you pull in visitors or remote guests, that is basically on their computer.
Right. I'm saying, how does a camera? Because a camera to me, is it a camera like this type of camera, or is it like?
It's a real camera.
Right. So how does your camera? Because in order for me to be on in StreamYard, your camera has to push the feed to StreamYard.
So in the beginning, the camera's gonna have to be on you. So we're gonna have to set that up to where you're gonna be coming from your laptop, right? Or that is gonna be it's gonna be what we're streaming.
Right, that's what I'm saying but how does your camera stream to StreamYard? Because the people, like I need to be on screen with the speakers.
Right. So my feed is going to come in. Well, when I pull my feed in from the live stream, right, from the encoder, it'll be that's what's going to be set up for the stage. It's going to pull that into this system, and that is going to be a frame. So you see this frame right here? This is a frame. That could be, you can set up frames. So it will be like, you can choose this one for.
Let me go to Hopin.
See, so it'll be like this. You just set your scenes up. So Just say those would be two frames. One could be you talking, the other could be the guest.
Are you still live on Hoppin? You still live? Okay, can you go live so I can see that? And then we also need to add YouTube, the website, I mean, because this is where all the speakers would be. Let me know once
I'm backstage.
you are live again. Okay. I wanted to pull. Why can't I see? Oh, add to stream. Okay, so now you're on the stream.
Hello?
You should in just a minute be on here. So grainy. Oh, but it's just not gonna be. We're just gonna have to have your camera is super. Oh, on here it's super clear.
Phone camera.
What kind of phone is that?
11 Pro.
That is amazing.
You can shoot commercial.
Why don't I see you yet?
Probably can ready to pop up in a minute. Yeah, certain latency. About 50, 15, about 57.
That seems pretty far behind though.
I think that was the reason why I switched. Because I had tested this out before. Like, just went Be Live, Ecamm. Like, a lot of that I tested out. Then I switched to it up here. I was actually trying to do something with Bravo, and that was just too expensive. I'm like, so 90,000. So I can get the whole platform.
Right? This something's not right because it still don't have you on screen. Let me go over to StreamYard and see.
Oh, you may have to click here.
Well, it doesn't even show you.
In the backstage.
Am I using the right link? Hold on. www. Nope, it's a different.
You may have to.
It's a different. I'm in the wrong link. Yeah. All right, here. Let me text this to you. Okay. Go ahead and join that one. Your camera is way better than mine. Okay. All right. So now that should be showing up here in a second. And then this is the link that you'll need to pull into Easy Live. Here's the chat. Okay, I just sent you. So if StreamYard is going into YouTube, that's where everybody will be. I will be in a separate phone. Okay, so let's see what that looks like in Hopin. If you pull the web URL that I just texted you and add that as a third thing. Can we do that?
Let's see.
Actually, we don't need to add it as a third frame because the background graphic doesn't need to be in the shot. I wonder why I don't see you on the stage anymore.
Oh, because I went to copy the URL. Okay. So you want to make this a frame?
Mm-hmm.
Like that? Or you want it bigger?
That's good. Well, you can still,
You trying to cover something up?
like, I only want to see the video.
Like this right here?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if that's possible.
Which,
Well, we could try.
I'm almost wondering if it just makes most sense to have YouTube go directly to the video in YouTube.
I was just thinking that, like, having,
And just looking at that.
because it's going to pull the website full frame.
Mm-hmm.
It won't let me crop on this one. I guess I only do it for images, but I'm not going to crop this.
You can do a share your screen.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I can screen share. Can I crop?
Mm-hmm. It's not fair. Oh boy. So are you streaming on Happen again?
Oh, no. I have it.
So sleepy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's just pretend that's me over here. This would be page. Now, if we did this to full screen, oh, I can't see. Let me go this way.
Will it take up the whole screen of the frame?
It will or it won't?
No, that's what you're trying to see, correct?
Mhm.
Similar to how they do like on Zoom.
Mhm. Let's see. It still has. I don't even see us moving.
See, this one right here doesn't have the video.
Hmm.
I said the one over on this frame was still, but this one over here, you can see. I can see you.
Hmm.
Still didn't open up.
Oh, no. It's a whole thing. Goodness, how do we get StreamYard into Easy Live? Well, at least what I have figured out is how to play the DPS Jam Fest. So that's done.
So basically, what we have is trying to find a way to get StreamYard
Or um, or I need to look at the runner show and see if there's ever a time where I have more than 8 people. I need to absolutely confirm that on the main stage. Because if I don't, then I think we just need to go the route of giving people this link. Well, I have to create our Easy Live account. We would give people that link to come backstage. The problem is Jessica's supposed to help be the wrangler and getting people back. And we've done technology prep to its calls, and we've used StreamYard for everything. So this would be pulling a switcheroo on people. You know, people get real uncomfortable real fast. So maybe that's not the best. I just don't. Okay, let me look and see what all options are for.
These are like what you.
So this is published too.
Right, these are recorded, so when you end the stream, you can publish it to different platforms immediately.
Alright, so StreamYard does that. But when you're where you set up the RTMP stream, what's underneath
Now,
there.
if you want to create, it's right here. So you want to send stream from here to there.
What's this one here?
This is where you can share easy share that right now. Meaning someone else can share the feed the same way that stream out content. It's the same thing, but you can choose different things when you scan it.
And this doesn't have a share your screen. It does.
So this is just publishing things. Or to inputs, this is what it means.
Okay. Yes, the okay. Let's try to.
I don't know if
it's. That's too much.
right here, that's what's tough. That's what you gotta.
So you don't think we can just try the YouTube link? I just texted it to you. Oh, I see what you're saying. Can you open your do your text come on your laptop?
In my text company, it comes to what copy.
Right, but I'm saying like, do you use your messenger? Are they connected? Where you can just so if you're trying to get the browser link, you can just open up your text messages on your MacBook.
Get a call. I don't necessarily get messages.
Have you ever checked it?
Send me, let me see.
Have you ever opened your messenger on here? And that link, it won't treat it like an input.
Tomorrow, I'm going to be on a call with the one of the guys who are actually running this company. If it's any questions that we can get that done tomorrow. They got this new thing called Fan TV. So you can, like the stadium and stuff, you can cast the people in the stadium. You can send them links and all of them come in, give them prizes, you can do all this various stuff. So that's what we do at the general pack that tomorrow. But I was going to ask them about how can we convert.
Is that website, is that an input or an
Yeah, this input.
click on that? Oh, that's what that is. So wonder why it accepts the Pivot Champs live feed link, but not the YouTube link. Maybe we want to try just. URL iframe or embed. Couldn't we just put that embed, the YouTube embed link in there? You need the code?
Yeah. Because when it's coming to me, it's coming like this. And when I try to get the link.
Well, did you notice?
Okay.
Did you notice that it gives you the option though to do a iframe? Are you getting it, or do you need me to drop it in here?
You text it?
Yeah. What's in the middle?
With the communication with the image coffee shop, we just like a new shit.
Let me make sure. Yeah. Oh, I just realized I could increase the width. I made it bigger. Here, let me give you this new. Let's try it again. Let's delete this input and try. It's gotta work. It's got it listed. So we did what? No, at the top though it says it doesn't mention the iframe or the.
Maybe have a list of it and then we update it. Because they actually have transitions that they have to make available. I'm in beta with them on that.
Okay, go back to that and put it in. What is singular live and string elements?
Those are overlays. You can have overlays and stuff like that.
Okay.
Build your graphics and stuff like that. Connect it to an application. If that application, you try to from that phone, use the color paste and stuff. So you can go back to the control with it. That is one.
And now we need to develop our overlays. This, I feel like okay. Go back to inputs. This thing will have me up early tomorrow morning trying to figure it out. All right, so If you add a web
I would find we're gonna know about this tomorrow. Everything, because I'm gonna be on a direct call. But the index, I don't remember seeing index.
yeah, I don't know why we didn't do this a long time ago.
I was looking at some of them, but it still is.
This search embed up at the top. Let's see if I can take this too. That on one page on DCI. How to develop it. Show my- Okay, click, yeah, that one. Hmm?
So that's what we did. We closed it up with the YouTube, with your web page.
Mm-hmm. Is there a step we didn't follow?
Those steps is just going to plug with the image.
Ooh, type in iframe. I don't remember it. What time is your call with him tomorrow?
It's 12.
I wonder if I can. If you can pull me towards the end.
Tomorrow, from 1 to 2.
Okay.
30 minutes.
From 1 to 2. I could probably do. Oh, what is this?
I'll bring you in on the text too. I mean, on the email.
I have a call at 1. I'm gonna see if I can move. Maybe I could do the top of the call, like 1 to like 1:15, and then I could hop off and do my other, because I have a 1, and then I would roll straight from that to have a 1:30. I guess I could have my team get started, and I can come on late. All right, let me go on ahead and create this 14-day trial. Wait, am I going to be limited with a trial? Do I need a certain type of account?
I think when you do it as a free trial, to give you access to all the features.
Okay, let's see. I'd like to try multi-streams. Is that just I'm getting sleepy. Thank you for creating a validation email has been sent. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to check out. This is so dope. We got featured in this. Oh, who's this? Oh, there it is. Yeah, they got us in there. The New York Beacon. That's dope. I'm gonna have to post that. Okay, well, what was I? Oh, I was trying to get. getting ready to roll all of our brands under our company.
Mm-hmm.
And this will be the new logo and kind of like the new theme.
The world has changed. So,
But I don't like the,
different color changes.
yeah, I love this. I had them put that as the pop of color, but I wanted everything else to be black and white intentionally.
Mm.
So what do you think? Is there any word that we should have yellow? Or nothing and just leave the road? I was going to have like one car be yellow in this, but I can play on that, right? There'll always be one item in the picture that's yellow. Will become known for that yellow thing.
That's if anything, either wheat.
And so have, ooh, yes. I'm so excited. Finally, the branding is coming together.
This is going to be up under the one company, NAC.
NAC will fall up under it too.
Okay.
So we'll
Could it
become
be-
T-Bain and Co., Encore, AFM,
Right.
everything. Yeah.
Okay. Like the parent company.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm not there yet because I've been so busy with launching this conference. But Humana has been a big client. And I really haven't tried to go after business. I've been growing my own portfolio, but
Right.
all of this just shattered me. But I do want to get into, so NAC was known as project managing complex events, like big marketing projects with a lot of moving parts. But now that things are going virtual, instead of being their go-to for physical events, I want to put together my strategy, or I want to help them pull together their digitization strategy, and then want them to look at NAC as a project manager of their virtual events. And, because we do the printing, like we do all things printing, even apparel. So we could do the strategy behind your event. And if you want to keep going with us, we can then do the creative and the branding for your event. Then we can do the planning and execution of your event, all the way to the engagement and the physical. Like we sent out, I don't know if you saw this in our marketing, but the final looks a little different, but like all of the people attending the event will get we'll get a box.
Mm-hmm.
And in that box, there's all sorts of stuff that our sponsors donated. So you'll have your name badge still, even though you're not physically there.
Right.
But I want to be like that total solution. And I want to figure out how your company, like you say,
Like,
yeah.
interact.
Yeah. Because that's what we did. Like all the time, like if you, when you get a chance, I won't play it now because I really get us out of here. But watch this video here, and this will explain who we were before
COVID.
Ever set out to create something
Well,
with a large
kinda.
team with lots of moving
Yeah,
parts?
but now
and critical details are
I
falling
want
through the
to
cracks.
take this
Ever
and just
realize people with the
modify it and
ability
tweak
to
it and
effectively
focus
manage
on
multiple resources,
digital.
juggle hectic schedules, deal with difficult situations, and keep
But
within
when you get a
scope
chance, I
are in
want
high
you to
demand,
watch it
yet are hard to
because,
find? Do you find yourself
I think-
overloaded with
yeah,
managing multiple
well,
resources?
yeah, it's on the
Okay.
yeah.
and unable
But
to
I
get
think
things
I
done
might
the way
be
you
able
want?
to, if you're looking to
You don't have to
scale
let the
and grow,
frustration of low staffing levels, business
by
model decisions, or
me
the risk of
figuring
managing
out
multiple
an
vendors
area
and
for your
resources
company.
stress your project. We are just the partner you
with
need.
you know
It's time
consistent
to connect
revenues
forward with
that might
NAC.
help you
We speak
start to
3
add
languages:
staff.
Right.
marketing,
You know,
research, and support. We are your single point of contact for sourcing all sorts of cool professional talent across the
yeah,
globe.
because we hired
Writers,
contractors all the time.
bloggers, digital gurus, designers, videographers, analysts, and consultants.
I just again,
We
after
assist
I
you
lost
with
a big
defining,
contract back in
scoping, and recruiting the
2016.
necessary
Now
talent
I'm
to
never putting
ensure
all
your
my eggs
project
in one
takes
basket
flight
like that again.
on
So that's
schedule
why I started
and within or
diversifying my
below
business
budget
portfolio.
every time.
Didn't expect
Think of our project
COVID.
management team as a department.
So I got to figure out how to get AFM back online, Encore back. It's like, damn.
Right up until your next
Are you
initiative.
doing
You bring the ideas, we'll fetch the
running
talent, and
campaigns
get it
for
done.
specials? And
We
stuff
bring
like
stories
that?
to life
It's-
by developing
it's not
cohesive
that,
brand or
it's
communication
My
strategies
infrastructure
that
is
elevate
gone,
awareness and
right? Because I had to
engagement
lay
across
so many
multiple
people
media,
off. So I have
using
to
events,
get our
video,
numbers back up
print or digital
before I can
communications
market
to get the word out.
so that I can rehire
NAC's
again.
comprehensive
Once I
event
can
management
get my
services will
staff
ensure
in
you
place,
get
then
the
we can
most
think
out of your
like
next
strategy.
internal
But I
or
really
external
want to
event.
bring.
From
I wanna
branded apparel and
change
major giveaways to
the
brochures
name.
or elaborate booths.
I really
Our
want to
professional and unique
create a
trade show
luxury brand
experiences
called
will
the
drive
Black
traffic to your
Jackets.
booth, increase
Like,
audience
show you the
engagement,
logo.
and make you the star of the show.
But I want to manufacture
Need
my
an interactive
own
visual method
clothing
to
instead
share
of
your
carrying
story?
other
From
people's.
scripting to voice talent to editing, NAC provides professional writing and visual media services to ensure your video sends the right message. Sometimes telling the story requires validation. Not only do we provide the resources to tell the story, but
That
we
is
assist you
nice,
in
but that's
collecting the
not
data to
where
make your
we.
story even
Oh,
more compelling.
it'll be a little more like that.
Unbiased third-party data collection
Um,
leads to more credibility with customers, suppliers, and colleagues.
hmm
From survey
Like I
development
want it to be like a
outreach or analysis,
high-end,
NAC is an award-winning
dope.
data partner known for internal benchmarking and on-site data
So that when
collection for
people
trade shows
wear
and
it, like would they
conferences.
see the logo,
We're
they're just,
skilled
oh,
at
you know, he's
yielding
wearing. I
excellent
want
response rates,
jeans.
expediting
caps,
the
we're gonna-
results,
Yeah,
and
that's
generating
what
reports
Yeah,
of the
like I want
highest
that to
quality
be the
results.
brand. So, and I
So
don't
you
know
the
if it'll
story
be
you wanna
where
tell. Have
we
great
keep
data to
AFM
back it
the
up,
name, but we
and the
exclusively
engagement
only
is working.
carry the Black
Our
Jockey
back
brand.
office
But
support
people don't
services
realize that
ensures
it's
you are prepared
I'm the
to
designer.
sustain
I don't know how I'm
initiative.
going to do it, but it's got
Perhaps
to be
you are needing
something
to assemble
dope,
a call
whatever
center
our
team,
comeback
answer
is.
calls,
I would-
and represent
I
your
would-
business with class,
I would
professionalism, and a
I
positive
would
attitude.
actually make it
Or
almost like
assistance
it's
with
a
monitoring email inquiries.
mystery.
A team to hit the road to
Create
collect or
a
share information
field
over a
commission.
specific period of time. Whatever the need, NAC will work with you to
I'm
develop
gonna
a
tell you
strategy
something too,
to
like,
ensure
a lot of
logistics are covered.
People like ordering things.
Project
that they can
management
have,
is our
so
thing.
like
It's what we do best. From concept to completion, we have a proven history of helping our clients take flight, monitor progress, and deliver results. Regardless if it's marketing, research, or a support project, our
I'm wondering if
approach is
we
always the
should
same.
be
Mapping out the scope of the
there
project
and there.
desired outcomes, using
To give it
cloud-based
balance.
collaboration tools to track tasks and progress, implementing a strong, knowledgeable project team with attention to detail,
Yeah. I
sourcing
would go
talent,
both ways.
and developing a schedule that takes into consideration all the contingencies. We have the staff and we have the expertise to be a true partner with you due to our wide expanse of diverse, incredibly talented consultants, ensuring quality results every time. Maximize your company's reputation, insight, and productivity for a more compelling future. We'll do more so you can be more. Less work and more play. That's our motto. Start today by connecting forward at partnerwithnac.com.
Okay. All right. So I need to.
Do you think that the logo should have a little bit more width to it, or you just keeping it slim?
Which one? T-Bane and Co.
Yeah, T-Bane.
Um, you know why I think normally it well, so that's my signature.
Mhm.
But normally I think the reason it looks thin here is because it's encased in black.
All right,
But if this was white space,
would have a different look.
mm-hmm.
I like that vein. And that's your signature.
Mm-hmm.
What made you decide to bring it all up under one brand? Just from a smart economic sense?
For it's time for me to brand Tawana. It's so funny how intentionally though, a person wouldn't know, like even this the other day, somebody was like, you know who that is? And she was like, yeah, she owns AFM.
Right.
And they were like, she owns this too. And they were like, huh?
Right. Right.
But I like that in the beginning because it helped me move, right? Without people, like, if they don't like me over with AFM, they don't know about Encore, right? So you got to be smooth.
Right.
Because people will hate, right? And they'll be like, I ain't da 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 da. But they'll be all up in here.
Right.
Have no idea I own it. Vice versa.
Right.
But right. But what I also learned is that the more people were finding out, I learned my brand is people want to do business with me. So if they know all the things that me does,
Right.
And then it helps it keep it concise, because a person will say, well, what do you do? It's like
serial entrepreneur.
I would say multipreneur, but it would be easier for me to say, my company is T-Bain & Co., and we focus on fashion, entertainment, hospitality, boom, 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 boom. Right?
Super elevated pitch.
Right. And so, because I want to get to the point where I go after a contract with like Toyota and I want to do their corporate events, and I can say, I can do models, I can do food, I can do, I could pull this all off, and I got all the pieces. That's my ultimate. So, because when I tell people, oh, it's Encore and it's this and it's this, they're like, oh, she's doing too much. But I had to tell somebody the other day, I said, I take great offense. I said, because in your head, the reason why you say I'm doing too much is because you associate all of my businesses with me doing all of the jobs. I said, I got a team of people. Right. I'm like, and I said, and I take offense to it because would you say that if I weren't black? And they're like, it's not race. I said, okay, would you say it if I was a man? Because you know how many men that have multiple companies and you don't think anything of it. So I used the example, Kevin Granger. I said, he owns Lamu. He owns Village Anchor. He owns Grassa Grama. He owns a marketing firm. I've never heard you say he's doing too much.
Most people that are into doing business, they're going to have multiple businesses.
Right. But I kept getting that. Like, well, you're just, why? Why do you keep saying that? And then it's funny because I'll a white chick. And she's, I'm forging a partnership with her because she does have access to some things I don't have access to.
Well, that may be a fear she may be telling. She may be telling you, I want you to concentrate solely on what we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
No
doubt. But the thing is she wants me to concentrate solely on what she's doing, but she keeps dropping the ball, and that's all she does. And I'm like, girl, did you not read the email? I have to resend it. And I'm like, I'm in the middle of planning an event. Let me see. I have no idea. This is Humana I'm trying to get this contract. I'm just going to tell her, I'm going to say, Hey, what was the company? Did Sharon send me? I think she said it was JMK. Damn. Easy. Oh, I was setting up our Easy Live account. See how quickly I go from one thing to the next? Okay. All right, and so you're gonna need my login, right? Jeez. It is.
I guess that's because it's just a regular video. This video right here, the 2-part video.
Hmm.
Yeah. See that right here? So you can crop it.
Oh my gosh. Why are we stressing ourselves? Because if I just confirm that I don't have any set with more than 8 speakers, and if we do, we could always create a Zoom, right? Or something.
Right.
I mean, I guess I better be thinking this through because the event is next week.
Right. Like the Zoom, you can put a Zoom in and it can come straight in like that. And then you can also crop each.
See, that's what I don't understand. Where do you add the Zoom?
That's where you place it. Well,
Applications? Go back to that screen. Encoder.
push.
Take it.
Oh, I just saw something. Oh, I just seen. I was trying to figure out how to connect my drone to where it streams in as a feed, and I could switch between the feeds while I was covering the marshes. And I just seen it has the lyrics.
Did you do this already? You did the share your screen. You tried that and it didn't work.
Yeah, I had tried to share the screen, but it wouldn't come into the feed. It was showing in the frames, and it was saying start.
Let's try this.
Well, it actually.
I've always wondered what did I press to make that come up?
You might have tapped that.
Oh. Why? Did it end?
Oh, that may be the issue. Video owner. It says the playback has been disabled by the video owner.
Is it because I made it private?
So all the ones that you are making free, right? I would like to host them on my platform too. What I do, I try to kind of merge the youth with more educational and structured content, whether that's entertainment or, as we call
Oh,
this,
yeah, I'd
social
love that.
entertainment. Social entertainment.
Oh, no.
Okay, so when you made
The change that I made.
yeah,
Well, it's still
Some
showing up on
settings.
mine. Playback on other websites has been disabled by the video. On other websites. I mean, all we're trying to do is share, right? So, playback on other websites has been disabled by the video. On other websites. Is this the Easy Live here?
Screen share.
Yeah. I mean, all we're trying to do is share, right? So, playback on other websites. Okay, go ahead. Take me back to Easy Live.
So where did you add it?
What's this? Start joining.
So you should hold on a break. That's not. It takes us. Have to create a server, create a new event. Or create a new setup.
Hmm. So, one of the things I want to do this week and next week so that I have a break from our weekly digital dialogue series is I want to take an old one and schedule that video to play. I mean, I could hit play it. I can't pre-schedule a video to start rolling, but so I guess it would probably make more sense to just upload that video into Easy Live and then schedule it to go out. No, I would love for you to share our huh?
I said the code just kind of.
Oh,
What'd you say?
yeah, I would love for you to share our content. I want to get more people to plug in. This being digital for us has definitely given us access to people we didn't have access to before COVID. Have you noticed that you picked up more followers and?
Well, it's to the point where I'm like, hold up, I ain't really got the people. Like it's people like,
What do
"Hey,
you need?
I need editors. That's my main. That's really my
Editors.
kryptonite.
Oh, editors to edit your
Edit the
video,
content.
the content.
So, say for instance, you trying to shoot a promo. I
Mhm.
go out, shoot the promo, or go do this commercial, or go set up this event, or go film this, go stream this for them, do this online production for them. That's a lot of these things I could do myself because I understand the technology is needed, right?
Mhm.
But then it comes to where I got to, if I'm going to do to a physical event,
Mhm.
I need people that are aware of, because say I run into issues where his work schedule doesn't comply. So now I got to go search out a couple of other people, and he picked up another job. But if I had
How much do you pay them?
anywhere from $20 an hour, depending on if they got their own camera or not. If they shoot with all my equipment, I pay them $15 an hour.
Okay, but you don't need the people that do the shooting. You need the people that do the editing.
To do the editing. And I do I got a couple people that I can bring on, but if I can handle the editing side, I can get more money, and then I can pay more people to stay.
So you want to do editing and get other people to do the shooting.
No, I just want to do the sales and the production. I like being here.
Okay, so you need people in the. Okay, so why don't?
Editors? That's the key because it takes so long to edit.
Okay, but my question is, you have mad people out there that already have cameras
Right.
that are already doing this.
Well, you have people out there. Look, this is what I've been running into.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Sometimes people try to count your money and then decide if what they're getting paid is the program, right?
That's
Right.
so. That's why you want employees. Like this
Right.
is your hourly
This is what
rate.
right.
Well, if you've got enough business rolling in, you've got to take you just what you got to do is you got to find somebody. And what I would do is I would start off with a flat rate each month, and I would say, listen, I want you to start off part-time. You're going to work at least this many hours, and this is your set rate per month. You get paid every 2 weeks. So that gives you 2 weeks, right, when you first start them to,
Figuring it out.
well, no, to sell some more gigs or whatever. So by the time their first paycheck rolls around, you've got enough saved up to pay them. But don't do W-2 right at first. Make them a 1099. Then if they're doing good, that's the other thing too. They got to be doing good, turning things around, because by them freeing you up, you're booking more gigs. Means you're making more money. And then you should you do that right, you should within 45 to 60 days be able to bring them on full time. So that you just got to find a person that is okay starting part-time, and then you say this, within 60 days, my goal is to have you full time. But in order for me to get there, you need to be producing minimum of X so that we can get paid,
Right.
so that I can bring in more business.
Okay. Because I got a couple of people. I got this girl. I use her for hosting because she's worked the entertainment space, and I'm using my connections in the entertainment to bridge that to launch and to stay in that space, right? But I also have a camera guy that came on. He's catching on, but he's a talent too. So we want to create shows around him. I got 2 people that does camera work with me.
Then I would put them both on retainer. Instead of doing one part-time person, I would start them both off at 10 hours a week. But the main thing is you really got to have your game plan. Okay, these are the projects I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to charge. And you need to really look at, this is what I know I'm going to bring in. This amount is going to pay them. By us cranking these things out and pushing in the promoting online, I'm going to end up bringing on more clients. But I have to bring on at least this much more before I can bump them up to both 20 hours a week. And then you just keep stair-stepping.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Right.
Like right now, I had to do that with, and it broke my heart because I'm like, one of my staff, I was like, listen, I cannot afford to pay you the amount that I was paying you before. It was like almost 70 grand a year. I said, but there's this new project. I can start you off at 1,500. She says, I can't. I don't want to do that because I'm gonna mess up my unemployment. Then white boy is like, listen, I will. I'm gonna keep listen, and I'm like, look, right? You do what you got to do, but it's like sometimes we just don't be. Because I was like, this is gonna be 20 hours a week at first, but I know that with that project, that if I get somebody in cranking out the content, the newsletters, all that, I'll start getting people to buy, and before you know it, it's like, okay, now I can afford to take that 15 and make it 3.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, I don't want to pay you 1099 anymore. Now I want to go W2, right? So you just, but you don't. The last thing you want to do is get into W2 because that you pay an extra about 24% when you pay an Uncle Sam, right?
Right. That's what I'm trying to keep it down to where it's like, hey,
You can, but you, when you're in line of business, you can legally, nobody can poke holes unless you have a person that try to turn on you. Well, if they know the HR law, they'll say, well, if you ask me, it was like a job because he controlled my schedule. So you also just have to be very careful with what you put in writing.
Mhm.
So it's like, you want to say things like your 1099, your 1099, and I'm not a micromanager. Your job is to just get the job done and on time, right? You have to say things like that because a person can't say, oh, because the way that 1099 works means that you can't set somebody's schedule. They got to be in control of their own schedule.
Right.
So that's why you say, like, I'm not a micromanager. You don't say, I'm not going to set your schedule, because when you tell the person you're not going to set their schedule, then they'll be like, well, you said I could work when I want to work. So you just go, I'm not a micromanager, but the important thing is to get it done on time. So then when you give them projects, like, hey, this particular project is going to require X number, blah, blah, and this is where you want to be at what time. Like, so you just got to be, because unfortunately, what I've found is not every time, but when it comes to us, 50% of the time when you're trying to help somebody, you get bit. Like, yo, like, what? Man. How does that work? Like, is there really you got no shame in your game? Now, you know damn well I started off helping you, and you saw one little place where back to you, people counting your money.
Right.
And it's like, listen, if you want to be tier 1, go get a tier 1 contract. I mean, I gave you the opportunity because it was my contract. Like, if you want, go get your own tier 1 contract. I don't. And that's where we get greedy, right? White people now, what I will say is they get greedy too. Don't get me wrong. They're not perfect, but they understand like the order of things. Right. Like, okay, they're the prime. I'm the sub.
Right.
I'm not going to try to.
Right.
Right. I'm not going to try to.
They're trying to be like, well, why ain't.
Exactly. They're just grateful. Now, they might be the prime over here, right? We don't get that. We like, no, I want to be the first on everything. But you weren't here first. I was, and I brought you to the table.
Yeah, and that is a big problem right there. So what I try to do with them early on is, look, this is what you're gonna. This is the gig. This is what I'm paying for the gig. You accept? Okay, let's try it.
That's it. Because white people, that's what you do when you work for Humana. Humana's clients are TRICARE, the government, the this, the that. Humana hires you in. You don't get to say, well, you making $3 billion off of the government and only pay me. I mean, you can, but your ass is going to be fired.
Right.
So why do you treat us like we treat each other like we have less value?
Right.
Because we have a tendency of, well, if he can do it, so can I. Okay, then go do it.
And
right.
And oh yeah, he can do it, but pay me more.
Right.
Oh, you tripping.
Right.
They like they won't even have my son, for instance. I had my son on the gig one time, and listen, okay, we're live, so you have to. We were shooting a live reality show as a showcase. So We was working with this label out of California. We was in Columbus, Ohio, at one of my friends' lounges up there, XL Experience Lounge. So, we shoot the stage. So I'm coming around checking everybody, seeing if everybody got everything set up. So I'm seeing how he's kind of like, we live,
Mm-hmm.
man. She talking about, ooh. You know what I mean? I was like, listen, we can't, you heard, y'all have to deal with that after this. We live right now. He didn't understand. That was his first time on one of the gigs, but you got to keep everything in frame.
My son too. Like I have to get on him.
And then one time I was doing a concert at he was down in Bowling Green doing the homecoming for Western Kentucky, and they had brought a little baby down there. So my son, instead of him watching the cameras and stuff, he is rapping every word. I just happened to look over. He's on top of the table. Cameras is around, and he just like to every single word. He couldn't help himself. You know what I mean? One of his favorite rappers.
Speaking of which, I do want you to hear my son's song. He's he's really good, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna manage him again, because he had lost his damn mind there for why my Bluetooth thing showing up? Oh, there it is. So can I play music from my phone to my MacBook through Bluetooth? Okay, it says I'm connected. Okay. Guess not. Well, I could play it from here. But no cussing. Did he send me all his songs?
Said the council member just said they defunded the ADP. Oh, that's awesome. The city council just reduced ADP's budget by $100 million.
I don't know why they're gonna need to do something in Louisville.
You got it, what it is, you gotta can't describe it. I just wanna get beside it, wanna ride it your wave, it's hot tide, and I'm trying to show you tsunami. You my jolly Kelani, bend it over, let me rush that punani. Oh my, oh my, oh my, you act that way cause you know that I can puff like me, now we talking. You don't play no games, that's for certain. The niggas wanna waste some time, they be lurking. You know where you at. Stopping for a nigga, boy, he dead. Been down the struggle for a number 5 is not a 10. But I'ma let you know that afro. My dark skin natural. You gon' make me at you. I just gotta have you. I'm in love with your afro. My dark skin natural. You gon' make me at you. I just gotta have you. All of my shorty can't touch it all on you. Four quarter pressure is you clutch you, is you 50 girl. Open up your heart and let me get to know you. Been around the block, I got things I can show you. So hit me up when you alone at night. I can get it up in the long night. Make me slide up in it like a nigga losing time. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. That way cause you know this. That I can puff like me, now we talking. You don't play no game, that's for certain. Them niggas wanna waste some time, be working, but you know where you headed. Stopping for a nigga, boy, he dead it. Been down the road before, and number 5 is not intended. But I'ma let you know that afro, my dark skin natural.
It's hot, right?
That's what I'm saying. He should make a. Matter of fact, you can cut a video to that of slides. Like take that audio and just find images and.
Well, I'm so mad at him. Like he had this bad, like she left him because my son has schizophrenia. He was diagnosed finally at 19, kept lying on and off for about another 2 years. The older you get, the worse it becomes when you don't get on medication. So finally hit rock bottom, like really hit rock bottom. And I finally gave him some ultimatums. I had to ship him up to New York. He was here because he done pissed off the wrong people. Now he was running for his life because people don't know, right? Because they see him, he's handsome, he's talented. So they think they don't realize there's a mental health issue there. So then finally, I basically got him to finally start taking his meds. And he's been on it. And I told him, like, because I had started getting him. Magazines were covering him. News. He was like, you know what I'm saying, making a name for himself. And then he just blew the shit to pieces. I was so like, I'm like, I don't even want to know you. Like, don't even tell people I'm your mother. Okay. Like, it was that serious. This should be a video. Hold on. I do, because we did a video for it. He wrote this song for me. Dropbox. And I'm sure this guy probably will never mess with him again because this is when he was losing his damn mind. But he did a song with Braxton?
Braxton?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know one person, but I know him.
They did this together. Let me see if I can. He hates this song too. Now, but it's my son's fault. Like, he the one.
business. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. Let me send the pen and go get it. I heard that she married to Benjamin. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. Sometimes but she winning. I'm laid over business. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. Let me send the pen and go get it. I heard that she married to Benjamin. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. One up on all of these niggas. Been stuffing my doubts in the switch. Been watching my back for the reaper, cause these days I'm blessed up and solid in my middle. My nigga said he got me queued up. We killing out all of these niggas. We teaching these boys how to do it right now. Y'all been lost, you can follow me, nigga. Running in circles, looking like squares. These boys in circles, yeah. I do it with purpose, y'all at the surface. We got me swerving, yeah. We just been working, yeah. To get it for certain, yeah. Racks in the coat, yeah. Y'all niggas really don't want me, yeah. So take it higher. Light up that fire. Take me higher. Take me up higher. Nigga, light up that motherfucking fire. So tired, but she winning. Up late over business. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. Let me send the pen and go get it. I heard that she married to Benjamin. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. So tired, but she winning. Up late over business. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. Let me send the pen and go get it. I heard that she married to Benjamin. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. Big stack, deposit, body dip, designer, keep it classy, so scholar, shawty lit, my lighter, beat it up, I light up, she don't mess with your type of. Classy, no flashy, her man got a phone, smart as a mother, and plus she a mother, don't play with her children, no money, no. Watch it go get it like it did a wrong, shawty cold, I had to write a song. Get in my baby, in and out the cradle, better leave alone. Cookie clean, but she want my green, even though she don't smoke. She treat me loyal, her ex broke her heart, said I make her strong. Still independent, no need for a nigga, little boy, she too grown. Killer instinct, game insane. Why did you don't? Ain't gotta tell her already, I'm gone. Sometimes, but she winning. Up late over business. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. Let me send the pen and go get it. I heard that she married to Benjamin. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. Sometimes, but she winning. Up late over business. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. Let me send the pen and go get it. I heard that she married to Benjamin. I can't call a number boss. I can't call a number boss. So take it higher. Light up that fire. Take me higher. Take me up high. Nigga, light up that motherfucking fire. Nigga, take me up high. Light up that motherfucking fire. Nigga, take me up high. Light up that motherfucking fire. Yeah. We go.
Oh, because I'm showing the application window.
Oh,
But it's supposed to.
so it won't let you just do a Chrome tab and just show the YouTube.
This one here?
Yeah, that one. So it's sharing. Okay, you know what? Let me see what I see in. Because see, the only problem with that. So like, yeah, see, it's showing full screen, but will it?
Start. Should come in here. Tap. Should come in. Let me see something.
Can you crop it so that it doesn't show this down here? Now, can we also still have other frames? If that works,
Take that one.
because what in the hell? Um, so now, can you make it so that we're pretending that you have me on screen? These are the speakers. And now, if your camera is on me, we would have to have. And I'm going to pull it up and hop in. Oh, but you have to click that before it'll come back over here? Okay. And then you'll have to tell me where I would upload like the racing videos that we have for horse racing, where when I upload them into here, where they should go.
Playlist.
You can show me after you go live on that. I am so annoyed right now because I want to show you this dang on video and I do not remember where it's at. Okay, so that's got me on screen, but it only has one frame. Can we have more? And it wouldn't matter if there were two video frames.
Yeah, you put two videos.
Okay. What am I looking for? Facebook. I feel like I posted. I can't wait to get AFM back online. I miss my company.
Like that.
Okay, let me stick over here. And Erica are trying to create a green screen effect. Okay, I don't want my green screen effect. Oh, I'm supposed to be in hopping. No. Yep. So there would be. Now, what I got to figure out though is so this back here, I guess I'll need to know the dimensions so that we can create an overlay that just.
You just create the overlay of like a 1619, and you can stretch it.
1619.
So, say for instance, do you make your overlays SVA to where they can stretch.
I don't think so. That might be something. I don't even know what I want on it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what I want the general border to be. I guess I kind of like this. Almost where it caps a lot, laid it around in a city.
You want to like have it in the backdrop.
Like when you
three dimensions, 3D.
Like when you see this, I basically just want like a skyline, and then maybe the summit. But see, I don't want it to be too busy because you're going to have stuff like this. Ooh, what if it was just one big glove? And we were like in the middle, right? But that was kind of like the frame. I thought I heard somebody. Oh, probably the ice bin then. Because what's happening, the reason why this looks so bad, I think it's because we're going from StreamYard to YouTube, from YouTube to Hopin.
And you have to, okay, sometimes they can be transcoded. I don't know if they transcode. Do they have transcoding packages? I don't know, Restream. Like when you stream it to various platforms, it's transcode so that it translates based on their API or the device's ability to create. I don't think it's a smudge on the camera.
I don't think so. Because look how crisp this is. And if I go over to, well, maybe.
It's original. That's StreamYard to YouTube.
Yeah, it's still not.
Well, you can actually, it's a company called Scale Engine, where there you can buy bandwidth and everything from them, and they'll re-stream your stream at higher bit rates. Have a stronger feed, clearer feed.
Or the alternative is can you send me oh, we already did tech test calls. Damn it.
What was you thinking?
I was going to say we just have all the speakers come in on the back end, but that's what's going to throw things.
Speakers coming in because you need them to be in StreamYard.
I mean, is this Chrome too? Does this work like Chrome? Can you show me where the speakers come in?
What's your number?
And co-founder Brian J. Couture Publishers.
What's your number?
502 297 1303.
Denmark Manufacturing is a leading distributor and developer of specialty products that eradicates pathogens where we live, work, and play. Denmark Global Healthcare Solutions is responsible for the distribution of commercially sterilized human donor breast milk to micro-pregnant premature infants across the United States. And Denmark Manufacturing is poised to become the quality control agent of the products that we develop. And finally, and not least, is Brian J. Couture Publishers, the company I launched with my daughter-in-law, Natasha Reynolds. And it's fashion for purpose, and it's also a give back to the March of Dimes and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in honor of my grandbaby, Brian J. As a serial entrepreneur, it is important for women like me to give back to the next generation of superstar women who are coming behind us. And we can share experiences so that they don't have it so hard. I love mentoring our next generation of women. They have some unbelievable ideas and they're so creative. And I love working with them because they are so altruistic. They want to make sure that they take care of the community and the environment. It's exciting to see them coming, and it's exciting to treasure all of their creativity. I'm Sharon W. Reynolds.
Yes, I like it.
Did you get the link in your email?
Oh. It's thinking. Now, did you have to allow me? So what happens if I also add? Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Add it from my phone. Oh, whoops. Okay, so I'm gonna not allowed. Can you join from your phone?
My phone is dead.
Hmm?
It's not dead.
Oh, you need a
Oh,
charger?
yeah, you can join from your phone. That gives us.
So I'm adding my phone. I want to see how more than one speaker looks on the screen. But,
It's probably gonna recognize you.
huh?
It's gonna probably recognize the device. See, I got you in multiple formats right now under two different
You
ones.
said it's gonna recognize.
See, I can see I got you on the wide. And I also got
That's
you on the front.
YouTube.
Okay. This is the share. And this is the invite right here. That's you right
So
there.
will it let me join from more than one location? You know what I mean? Like, I just want to see when we have multiple speakers using the link. Will all speakers use the same link, or is the link specific to the person?
It's kind of like all of them can use it.
The same link? So how come I popped up easily when I did it from my laptop, but I'm not on from my phone?
The phone.
Like I'm
This is.
and how come I see all this other stuff?
That's how they created it. I don't know why they have all that in there. It's almost like a control panel.
So you don't have control over what people see?
Yeah, I do. Or you don't because you're the speaker. I mean, you're just the person being invited. Oh, you talking about as far as here?
Yeah. See, I can see all your past events. I think that's a setting. That might be good for the call tomorrow.
Right.
How do I restrict?
Users,
Right,
remote guests from seeing all the rest of the.
right. Because I can this way I could click in unless the link you're giving me is the administrative link and not a speaker link.
No, it's a speaker link because like right here, I'm doing the remote. So I click right here, remote capture.
Invite guests, yeah, okay.
Okay. Possibly want to give you a whole lot of sources. Okay, so you can only do eight sources.
Well, how many do we have?
See what we was trying on.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why it didn't let me in. from my phone.
I wonder why I didn't know you should have. Because I've done it before where I've been on my phone and my laptop. So you go in multi-view and see.
I'm wondering if it's because we had reached the maximum number of
Sources.
uh-huh. I'm not pulling up on my phone. It's not adding my phone to the stream. The only other thing that I can think about is if we had, this would be a little more work, but it would, if they don't have a way for StreamYard to come in, we could have two devices set up. This device would be for speakers to come in and would house the graphics. No, would house the overlays. And then your device would house the background graphics. But your camera would have to connect to StreamYard. How that happens, I don't know. Right? So instead of streaming into Easy Live, your camera would stream into StreamYard.
Wherever the source is or the person you're streaming, that's where the camera's going to be connected to their device.
Oh.
So if it's speakers, I mean, they all have their own, they're going to be.
No, I'm referring to me, though, because I won't be in front of my laptop. So how would you get me on screen with your camera into StreamYard? Would your
J5.
camera need to be, huh?
Using the J5. It's a video capture card.
Mm-hmm.
So what it is, you take.
Would it go in?
Yeah, it's a C port, USB-C. That's what they already.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
So, and what you would have to do is when we're live and from StreamYard with speakers, we would broadcast into Hopin. When we're see, there's no way to pause the broadcast.
There's no way to pause the
StreamYard broadcast because I thought I had a solution. The problem is that if I end the broadcast, I can't just start it again, which means that now we couldn't use the same link all day. Damn it.
But if we run StreamYard, we can get StreamYard. I'm pretty certain we can get StreamYard into the platform. Only thing I'm just looking at the imagery, but we can get StreamYard into the platform.
Let me say something. Invite.
Just like it's a source, it'll just be that source won't be played. It's just click away from that source. See what I'm saying? Like, we got 8 sources that we can have of live sources. So the 8th source will be the source of
the StreamYard source, but the issue is that the only thing that StreamYard gives you, like for example, if I'm live, the only places. Okay, hold on a minute.
You can stream from StreamYard.
Is there an RTMP for this event as well? Is there an RT? Like, I know that we added the RTMP from Hopin so that this goes into Hopin. But does this event that you created on this particular server has its own RTMP? It does?
Yep.
So give me that. Let's try adding it here. I wonder if she sent me. Okay. Let me die too. Get. Did you need a charger
Yes. Some water.
and water?
And some water. Thank you.
Oh, my dog. Shit. That poor dog. Not gonna get right. Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
Yeah, it comes. It's a little generator. It comes in
Are
handy
you
too.
serious?
Yes, it comes in
Where'd
handy.
you get it?
Amazon.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm getting one.
It's one a little bigger than this that has two plugs in it.
Yes.
It comes in handy. When I was Linda from Until Freedom, she had called and she was like, "Can you stream? We're gonna be." I see jogging. I thought they was running. Yeah. Yeah. She asked. She said, "Could you?" She said, "Can you stream in the basement?" I was like, "Yeah, I can stream in the basement." She asked me, "I need the Wi-Fi." I said, "I don't have my own system. I don't need the Wi-Fi, but as far as how many people's going to be here, that's why I asked her because that's going to play into the bandwidth, you know." But we got a solid stream off. Did you see it on their page?
No, I need to catch up on all that.
Oh man, let me try.
Let me get some.
Here you go, right here. Here you go. Right here. This is live right now. Well, it was recorded live earlier. Now they said this is about I think about an hour ago.
That's right now.
Yeah, about an hour ago.
Shouting, say her name, other chants up at the people in the jail.
I'm gonna have to go get them some water or something.
Hmm.
I said I'm gonna have to see if Nicole. I think it's Nicole's spot right here.
Who's live?
This is the W. Now look, this is WDRB.
It does appear the
We be
officers
using
are
some of
moving
the same.
in on
They use
foot
more
at this
advanced,
point.
but I'm in the
Of course, we're
same lane with them.
a decent block away, so we can't quite see clearly yet because of all the cars.
Did you send me
Parked along
the
Yes.
email?
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is the one I did yesterday. He got like 60,000,
Competent
68,000.
opportunity for people to have dialogue around a number of issues.
Oh my goodness.
Strive. Now, everybody has to know your audience. Until Freedom is very
Are you
specific about going to
oh, you're
places
streaming
where
from
folks
their
don't
page.
Yeah, I'm streaming. They paying me to stream too.
go. We are very intentional about bringing people into this work who are not always on the front line. They're not always protesting. They don't necessarily have entry points into work. Maybe they feel that they're not invited, that they won't be included because they're dancing on a pole at night or standing on a street corner in the daytime. Our goal is to draw those people in so we can change their lives and get them to be a part of this movement that is about them as well. And so you may not understand our mission. Some folks may not understand why we
I stream it on my platform too.
But what we know is that at many of the
Now I
events that
see
we had, the
the
activities this week, we've met people who
URL,
say, I'm from this town, but
but I
I'm
don't
not
see the
attending
key.
the protest, and I'm glad that I learned more about what it is.
No,
that
that's
you
all
all
it
are
provides
doing.
is
I'm
the
gonna say
URL.
Breonna
So,
Taylor
okay,
today.
so probably
And I also
I'm gonna
want
tell
to
you
say
exactly
that
what the
Breonna
issues
Taylor
are.
is not just a young woman who's
When you-
killed. She's a young woman who had a life. And so beauty and entrepreneurship and all of these things is a part of the woman who was and
Like,
the community
Scale
that she
Engine?
left behind. And that's
what I
we
was
came
saying, like,
here to
there-
be
there's a
diverse
solution,
and
because, like, you can use
protest
Scale
for sure,
Engine,
be the first one.
and they will give you could give them a link. They'll convert that link into where it can be shareable in multiple formats. So if you need to share it as just a plain URL, you need to share it as this, that, and the other. You can just choose that to share to it. So, say for instance, if you're another production house, you share it to, or if you're a news agency, there's an RTMP, or if it's just a HLS. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying, but which link would I give them? Would I give them the?
You would give them the
Kingdom Fellowship
URL.
Church has been one of an incredible ally of ours. Thank you, Pastor Bentley, for coming. Thank you. I know we all do like that area. I forgot. Sorry. But you know, as we have been out canvassing in the community here, we've done for the last 2 weeks, we've served at least 4,000 families just with our produce and farmers market, alongside someone who has quickly become my dear sister in this town, and that is Sadiqa Reynolds, the president of the local urban put together an operation and through the support of folks nationally, through the support of relationships that our brother Trader Truth has and others, we've been able to service the community. And one thing we realized is that everyone wasn't going to come to us. So we had to go out into the community. And while we were out canvassing, informing people about our work, informing them about Until Freedom, bringing them food and trying to service the community and be good neighbors, as Linda says, we saw the same thing we see all over the country. Everywhere that Black folks are concentrated, where we live in our community, we are starving. People are starving. We're starving for resources. We're starving for attention. The communities are neglected, and grassroots organizations like the ones that are listed here, the ones that we have learned
I don't understand why.
people are starving. We're starving for resources. We're starving for attention. The communities are neglected, and
Is that
grassroots
YouTube or
organizations
streaming?
like the ones that are listed here, the ones that we have
I
learned
don't understand why.
people are starving.